my name is Ramona Hutchins, and my project is about restorative justice in schools.
Hi, I'm Denise Carter of Fox 5 News DC, and today I'm joined with Principal Hutchins, who is principal of what used to be one of the worst schools in the district. Principal Hutchins, can you tell us a little bit of how your restorative justice programs have helped your school?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Carter. Restorative justice practices have helped my school to decrease the number of out-of-school suspensions. We've been able to decrease the number of students dropping out of our school. We've improved student, teacher, and administration relationships, and we have increased our academic achievement success.
Thank you, Ms. Hutchins. Back to you, Jeff.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Principal Hutchins.
All right, welcome Ms. Hutchins and welcome Ms. Jones. Today we are going to have a professional development training on an SEL practice known as restorative justice. So let's begin, shall we? So what is restorative justice? According to the March 2014 Guide to Restorative Practices for Educators, restorative justice is an evidence-based practice that helps to reduce the number of suspensions and expulsions and disciplinary referrals. And as you know, our school, we had 1,800 out-of-school suspensions in the first semester, and we only have 500 students. So if students are not in class learning, then we are widening the achievement gap at our school, and we don't want that. It focuses on atoning for a wrong committed and repairing the harm done. And the goal of restorative justice, you all, is to place value on relationships and focus on repairing those relationships that have been injured. Also, the victim and the wrongdoer can share with one another how they were harmed as victims and how they will work to resolve the harm caused as wrongdoers. So, I want us to make the connection to the Castle framework for restorative justice. How does it connect to the Castle framework? Responsible decision making, relationship skills, social awareness, self-awareness, and self-management. So, I want you all to tell me, what are some of the SEL goals for restorative justice?
Address and discuss the needs of the school community, repair harm and restore positive relationships.
Build healthy relationships between educators and students, reduce, prevent, and improve harmful behavior.
Resolve conflict, hold individuals and groups accountable.
All right, thank you, ladies. So, as you know, prior to this meeting, we were a zero tolerance school. So because of that, we've had an increase in the number of out-of-school suspensions. And we increased the risk for our students to drop out of school and get arrested. Yes, we've even had teachers call the police up here and arrest our students. We've had a weakened social and emotional competencies, in our school. We've had an increase in the gender and racial disparities in discipline and a lack of access to equitable and supportive environments for students from marginalized communities. So now I want you all to tell me some of the benefits of restorative justice practices.
Proactive and responsive in nurturing healthy relationships, repair harm done to others.
Transforms conflict, promotes justice, equity, dignity, respect, and accountability and fairness, and meets the needs of those harmed, repairs the harm, and restores relationships for all the affected parties.
Thank you. So ladies, I always give you the data, so here's some statistics that supports why I would like for us to be a restorative justice school. The U.S. Department of Education Office for Civil Rights released a report in March 2014 that showed that racial disparities in discipline practices begin early as preschool. And according to the U.S. Department of Education Civil Rights data collection, African American students without disabilities are more than 3 times as likely as their white peers without disabilities to be expelled or suspended for that same behavior. So now can you see why we want restorative justice? So here's a case study from Philadelphia, the Mount Arabia School District. In 2010, 2011, they had a spike in the number of suspensions. After they started using restorative justice practices in their school, you see this dip in the number of out-of-school suspensions, and they maintained that. They never spiked again. And the same is true here. You see the African American students and the Hispanic students compared to the district's average. Black and Hispanic students were being suspended more than anyone else. But after restorative justice practices were implemented, that number decreased. So ladies, we're not the only school district that's going to be doing restorative justice practice. There are several school districts that have joined us in this quest. So in order to implement this, we have to have the 4 Ps: person, place, plan, and practice. So we're going to be practicing some of that this week. So can you all tell me the 4 pillars of restorative justice?
Inclusion of all parties, encountering the other side.
Making amends for the harm and reintegration of the parties into their communities.
All right. If we fail to do any of these 4, then it won't work. So do I have your buy-in?
Yes.
All right.
Good morning, class. How are you guys? Are you ready for a nice day of math?
Yes.
Yep. Cameron, can you get off your phone, please?
Yeah.
Okay, can you answer the first question for us today? This is our warm-up. Let me write it on the board. Our warm-up. You guys have your notebooks ready for the warm-up?
Yeah.
Okay, Cameron, please get off your phone. That is now a strike for you. Can you answer the first question? 9 divided by 3.
3.
Thank you. Good job. Aaliyah, 2 times 3.
6.
Okay, good job. Cameron, I know you're not on the phone, dear.
Hold on. Okay.
Hello, please give me your phone.
Hold on.
That is another strike. Please give me your phone.
I'm gonna give you my phone.
Please, you're disrupting class by being on your phone, and I asked you twice.
Then I can take the call outside, but I'm not giving you my phone.
No, you're gonna give me your phone. If you get one more strike, I will be getting the principal involved.
Okay, get the principal.
Okay, that is another strike for you.
No.
Give me your phone.
No.
Okay. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hello, Principal Hutchins.
Yes, what seems to be the issue?
I've been teaching class, we're on our warm-up, and Cameron Wilson has not given me her phone since the minute she's gotten in class because she's been on it the entire class period. She even got on the phone and had the audacity to tell me that I'm not taking her phone.
Okay. Cameron, what's going on?
My mom is in the hospital right now, so every time I get a call from her, I gotta pick it up because I don't know what's happening.
Okay. So, Ms. Jones, I'm going to take Cameron in my office to discuss this matter further. Will that be okay with you?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Jones. All right, Cameron, follow me.
So can you tell me what happened? She was teaching a warm-up, and she asked me to answer a question. I answered the question, and then she moved on to another student. And so while she was moving on to another student, I checked my phone, and she asked me for my phone. Or she gave me a strike, and then we said we continued the lesson, and then she gave me another strike because she saw me checking my phone again. And then my mom called, and I picked the call up, and then she gave me my third strike.
So, Ms. Jones, can you very briefly kind of tell us how Cameron's actions affected you?
It made me feel like I was less than a teacher.
Were you, thank you, Ms. Jones. So, Cameron, is there anything that you need to share with Ms. Jones?
First, I want to say I'm sorry for my behavior in class, and I also wanted to share that right now my family is going through a situation where my mom is in the hospital. So all that time I was on my phone, I was just trying to check on her. I wasn't trying to disrespect you.
Okay, so Ms. Jones, and now hearing that, do you have a new perspective about the situation?
Well, sweetie, that's all you had to tell me. I would have gladly told you, okay, take 5 in the hallway, check on your mom.
So Cameron, thank you, Ms. Jones, for that. And so you heard Ms. Jones, she said, had you just communicated with her, like we discussed in the office, that she would have allowed you to take the call out in the hall as to not disturb and disrupt the lesson, right? So what are you going to do differently next time?
Next time I'm going to share the information to my teachers so they know in the future. I'm sorry again.
All right, and Ms. Jones in particular, right?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
it didn't happen in the other teachers' classes, it happened in Ms. Jones' class. Okay, so Cameron understands that there will be a consequence because even though we're very understanding about what's going on with your mother and the family, a school rule and a classroom rule was violated. Your teacher was offended by the action. So Cameron has agreed, Ms. Jones, if you are accepting of this particular consequence, that she will help you to file papers during lunch, in a lunch detention,
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she will help you file papers and do any organizing or setting up labs in your class.
That sounds good. Sounds great.
Excuse me, Miss Jones.
Yes, Celia?
You had gave me a 20F on my last exam.
Are you sure I gave it to you or you earned this?
Yeah, you gave it to me because I studied for this test like each night, every day.
Well, we
week.
had a review on it before the test, but you weren't in class.
Yeah, but I still studied for your test every day.
And I didn't give anyone a grade.
But you did though,
But
because
no,
I
I
can't
didn't.
take no F home.
Excuse me.
So you need to give
Excuse
me a
me. Now
retake.
you're over talking me because you did not say.
Yeah, because you're not understanding. Why would you give me an F if I studied for this test? F. You gave me an F. I did not earn an F because I was still studying.
All right, hi ladies, what's going on here?
What
She gave me an F.
Okay, hold on, Aaliyah. In a moment, I'm gonna get your side. Miss Jones, can you tell me a little bit about what happened?
Aaliyah just came into my classroom
Mhm.
and harassed me over a grade that she earned on her test
Mhm.
and is blaming me of having favorites when I would never have that. I love all my students, including you.
Okay, what's going on, Aaliyah?
I
Thank you, Miss Jones.
studied for this Miss Jones test for like months and she still gave me a 20F. Even though I studied for it.
Okay, so do you wanna come talk about it with me and let's
Yes.
find out what's going on?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, she gave me an F, but she gonna give all her favorite teacher students an A. Even though I studied for this test for like 2 months and she's still gonna give me an F. And I come to her class and all that. Like, bro, she's just doing too much. And she really just, all she needed to do was just give me a retake.
Okay, let me see the test, Aaliyah. So according to this test has 10 questions. You only got 2 correct. So Aaliyah, have you really been going to class every single day?
I mean, I miss 3 or 4, but
Aaliyah, more like 5 or 6, because I've caught you in the bathroom with your little friends, right?
yeah.
And told you to make your way back to class. So is it safe to say that the ones you are calling her teacher pets, they was in class more than you were? Is that safe to say, yes or no?
Yes.
Come on, keep it real. Now, it seemed to me that you only learned 20% of the information that's on this test, whereas they got that 80% that you missed. So how are you going to be upset with the teacher when you cut the class and you missed some information that was covered on this test, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how could you have handled this whole situation differently?
I could have asked my teacher politely what I could do to prepare for the retake, and if she's holding tutoring. So I could-
Okay, that sounds like a plan. So what consequence do you think we should do, that you should do? So, Ms. Jones, can you tell us briefly what happened?
Aaliyah came into my class during my lunch break and she harassed me about her grade on her test, which was a 20%. She kept screaming, you gave me, you gave me, you gave me, and now that I have favorites. And I buzzed you in.
Okay, and how did that make you feel? How did Aaliyah's posture make you feel?
I felt threatened. I felt harassed. And it's not like you, but then I also noticed changes in her behavior, her attendance. So I was like, what's going on with her? But overall, just, wow.
Okay. So, Aaliyah, do you want to tell us from your perspective what's going on and how you feel about what you did today?
I would like to start off by saying I really do apologize, Ms. Jones. I did not mean to come out as disrespecting you, but it's just, I really want the best for myself, and seeing a 20F just really freaked me out, and I should not have reacted like that. And proposes that Ms. Hutchins help me understand, Principal Hutchins, my bad, to help me understand is coming after your class and helping you fax papers or grade papers or even in-school suspension if you still need time.
Sometimes it's not about what you say, but how you say it. I do feel like that one day is necessary only because you weren't attending my class on more than 3 occasions. And the way you came at me was very threatening, but you're a good student overall, so just I think one day.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
So, Aaliyah will be in 1 day of in-school suspension. She will attend one of our 2-hour coping strategies courses on how to handle her emotion, and she will be attending 1 hour of meditation and mindfulness. And for the rest of the in-school suspension day, she will be completing any missed work from your class as well as the class of other teachers. And we will put a plan in place and a attendance tracker for Aaliyah to attend class regularly and attend tutoring as well. So we will be checking in weekly with Aaliyah to see that these things are happening, right, Aaliyah?
Okay.
Okay. So thank you, ladies, for meeting for this Restorative Justice Circle.
No problem.